My husband and I had always wanted to move to a quiet suburb. When we found a cozy house on a peaceful street with friendly neighbors, it seemed perfect. The only odd thing was a house at the end of the street. Its windows were always shut, and the yard was overgrown. We were told an old man lived there, but rarely came outside. The first week was uneventful until one evening I noticed someone standing behind the curtain in that house. In the dim light, I could see the silhouette of a person, but they didn't move. "Look, he's watching us," I whispered to my husband. But when he glanced, the figure was gone. Later that night, I heard floorboards creaking, as though someone was walking through our house. The next day, I saw him again, closer this time. The man stood by our mailbox, staring at our house. I went to the window to confront him, but he vanished before my eyes, like a shadow swallowed by the night. I decided to ask our neighbors about the man. Mrs. Rivers, who lived across the street, smiled warmly at first, but her face fell when I mentioned the house. She whispered, "No one's lived there for over 10 years. My stomach dropped. "But I've seen someone there," I insisted. She leaned in, her voice trembling. "If you've seen him, you need to leave now." That night, I was jolted awake by a loud knock at the door. My heart pounded as I crept to the peephole. No one was there. But on the sidewalk, I saw him again, the man from the house. He stood motionless, staring directly at me. We've since heard nothing about that house, but every night I feel someone's eyes on me, watching from the shadows.